Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some NBA news. So let's get into it. I just uploaded a wrestling news, so if you haven't watched that, go check that out. Because there was a lot of news we had to talk about with CM Punk, some WWE news as well, so let's get around this NBA. Stop rambling here. The first thing I want to talk about is again from the Pat Bev podcast. We talked about Karl Anthony Towns yesterday. We were talking about Karl Anthony Towns again from what he said on Pat Bev's podcast. He said, quote, "If you let me call the plays, I can go get you 40 anytime I want." End quote from Cat. Who is letting Cat talk like he's really like that to get 40? Like he thinks he's the Joker, and we don't even see Jokic talk about this. I mean, this dude can't get you 40 anytime. You gotta stop with these wild quotes. Like, why is he saying this stuff, though? Like, he's ruining himself. But maybe they're pulling this out of context, but I don't know. Everyone's honest reaction's like, no. I mean, and I think this came from a Boss Stack Sports account, which is a fake news account. You could have really started a Boss Stack Sports account with these takes. Like, some needs to get this man away from the mic. I don't think this was from the Ball Sack Sports account that has like those fake tweets that everybody falls for. You could really just start an account like this. But there's like 40 voice changes. He's made 5 or fewer shots in 3 out of 5 playoff. 3 out of 5 games these playoffs. Get this man away from the mic ASAP. The Raptors are expected or have explored trades to move into the top 3 in the 2023 NBA draft, per Kevin O'Connor NBA. I'm not gonna lie, to get in the top 3 to see if you can get Scoot to pair him up with Scotty Barnes, I think that would cook. I see the vision there for the Toronto Raptors trying to get in the top 3 to try and get Scoot Henderson. I think it's going to happen. I think they're going to get Scoot and get a duo of Scoot and Scotty Barnes for their future. What are they going to trade? I don't have no clue. But I really feel like it's going to be Siakam. I really do. It's going to be Siakam. Might be the one to get traded, possibly. I could see OG and Pascal, one of those two, maybe both of them in the same trade. But yeah, it's good to know the Raptors are at least trying to explore some trades to try and get a future point guard. After Fred VanVleet is now going to free agency, they're not going to bring him back. The Celtics are contemplating the possibility of dealing one of their guards, per Mass Live Boston. I mean, I feel like it's a no-brainer. I mean, you probably can have all 3 of them together. It seems like too much one on Brandon Tatum. CP3 could work out for this team, but he's too injury prone to give anything of value. And I understand why you could say, oh, it's a no-brainer. You can't have White, Smart, and Brogdon, but you could have 3 of the best defensive guards as a luxury. But under the new CBA and the pending max extension to Brandon, it may not be feasible, though. I could see Malcolm Brogdon as a trade piece. Possibly. But I feel like he was the worst defensive player in the entire playoffs this year. He has a good size, but which lets him switch to bigger guys for a point guard, but he's below average, but not horrible. But I would call it a smart decision, maybe. It's either going to be Derek White, in my opinion, or Malcolm Brogdon or Derek White. They're not going to get rid of Marcus Smart. There's no way they're not going to get rid of their best defensive guard. Maybe Peyton Pritchard, but I don't know. Cat believes the Timberwolves run with Pat Bev was more special than the Nuggets championship run. Yeah, Pat Bev certainly gave us one of the most iconic NBA memes in history, and Cat here just dropping the most nonsensical take you've ever heard. He's joking. Like, there's no way. He's got to be joking. And he's only saying this because he got beat by the Nuggets in the playoffs. But the all-season cap is an all-time high now that players use podcasts to push their own ideas. Who keeps giving him a mic? Why? This is exactly why not everyone should have a podcast. I mean, come on. This is terrible take and just such delusion. I expect better from Karl Anthony Towns, former Kentucky legend. Unacceptable take here. The Detroit Pistons, or the Boston Celtics asked the Detroit Pistons about Isaiah Stewart, per J.L. Edwards III, a beef stew from the Pistons. You might want to ask him again. I feel like this can make sense. The Pistons already said they're not trading Stewart. He's one of the most valuable players in the team. But he's going to be he's their most valuable role player. But he's going to command a hefty extension. So you can't extend just all these young guys that you have. Because you got Bagley, who's your highest paid player already there. Duren, Wiseman at center. They're going to have to let one of these young guys go, and maybe he might be the one left out, and he might go to a different team. But I don't know. I feel like maybe they could extend these young guys, but you can move them if you want to. Because you have Duren, Bagley, Wiseman. But you can trade Bagley, though. I would rather keep Isaiah Stewart instead of Bagley. He plays defense, and defense wins championships. He has the heart of a champion. He's a great defender and rebounder. And he's improved his jump shot. He's not been a good jump shooter, but he's done it now. And he's a good passer. He's a good passer. So, yeah. The New York Knicks are expected to be interested if Bradley Beal if he becomes available. Brunson Beal would be a lot of fun to make the Knicks offensive more electric, get another big score. Their backcourt defense maybe won't be good, but maybe offensively will be good. But you'd be in cap hell for a decade if you did that. So the only reason I wouldn't do that from the Knicks is the contract. But the Knicks are always going to be interested in big stars, so. Conor McGregor's been accused of raping a woman at Game 4 of the NBA Finals earlier this month. That's crazy. At the game, you don't know if he did it, but I'm not going to jump to conclusions, but that's really the first thing I see. Like you got the mascot thing that happened first, where he beat the mascot, hit a punch, and put the mascot to go to the ER. Now he's been accused of raping a woman at Game 4, but at Game 4, if nobody else reported it, though. This is per TMZ. But I'm not going to jump to conclusions. If it is true, then he's a piece of shit. But if it's not, then the woman lied. The Boston Celtics are very active in trade talks. I feel like Peyton Pritchard is getting his wish of being traded. I feel like he's going to get traded soon. Peyton Pritchard, he wants to get traded, and I feel like that move's going to happen soon. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't see any of their big names getting traded, but I think Brad's going to make it happen. He wants it more than ever to get win now players. And I can't wait to hear, they missed out on this trade. But it's always informative. NBA team is talking to a lot of other NBA teams who want a news report. I don't even know what they're in trade for. The Miami Heat are, quote, above the rest of the league for Bradley Beal's preferred landing spot. Quote, Bradley Beal has had an eye on the Miami Heat for years. Okay, yeah, right. How many times are y'all gonna post the same shit from different sources? We get it. He wants to go to Miami. I've saw so many reports. I already said what I said yesterday would be a good fit, so I'm not going to repeat what I said in yesterday's video. Per a reporter, some NBA executives believe Trae Young may eventually push for a trade. So it's been a little bit since we've heard about Trae Young. That will he get moved? And there's per a reporter, some executives believe he may push for a trade here soon. What's up with all these trade rumors? Like, it feels like trade deadline. It feels like. I bet it's all in the air, but nothing's gonna happen with trades. Trae Young's probably... all these headlines and rumors reporting Young to lead to one thing. Every major player staying put on their current team after the offseason's over. Just watch. But at least we get some good rumors to talk about and theorize this offseason. But yeah, I just don't know what team's gonna want Trae Young. Like, who would give up a lot for Trae Young? Personally, I wouldn't do it. But he wants to work on the Hawks because of what Snyder wants the Hawks to do, so he's going to stay there. Kendrick Perkins says the Heat should pursue Russell Westbrook over Bradley Beal. Quote, I don't really like Beal Miami. They need someone who's going to get downhill and get a lot of pressure on the defense. I feel like you need a guy who's going to be able to play pick and roll. I believe the Heat can offer Russell Westbrook for this season a vet minimum, end quote. If it was 2017 Westbrook, then I would wholeheartedly agree. Can we stop posting this guy's opinions? If it was 2017 Westbrook, yes. So it's clear the Heat should just pursue Beal. I don't think he wants to take Perk serious. If you have Bam, Jimmy, and Russell Westbrook spacing, yeah, that's not going to be efficient. I would rather have Beal for the spacing, as he can shoot. The Chicago Bulls are contacting teams engaging the trade interest in Zach LaVine. And here we go. Some more news about the Chicago Bulls. I feel like this happens every offseason. We hear Zach LaVine get traded. Bradley Beal, Damian Lillard, same three players. But they are not going to trade him before DeRozan. They're going to trade DeMar DeRozan before Zach LaVine. At least that's what I would do if I'm the Bulls. I'm trading DeRozan before LaVine. I would honestly keep Zach LaVine. Just my opinion. I don't know what teams will do this. I know people could say, the Lakers, but I don't think... they could trade him to the West to get him, not have him in the East. Shaquille O'Neal says LeBron James deserves a statue from the Lakers. No, he doesn't. The only thing he's won there is a 2020 championship, and that's it. For getting swept this year, no. Maybe from Cleveland, maybe. Kendrick Perkins wants John Morant to land in Miami. That's the quote, that's the culture, that's the organization he needs to go to. And quote, via First Take. Has he ever said anything good? What's this dude talking about? Florida is pretty dangerous there, Mr. Perkins. To Florida? Oh, God. Oh, God. Partying in South Beach? Yeah, that's not a good idea. Max Strus is a free agent to keep an eye on for the Orlando Magic per Eric Pincus. You mean this dude right here, Mr. Brickman? Yeah, because he was terrible in the finals. The Heat Rumblers are trying to collect bags after their finals run, where Max Strus wasn't good, and Gabe Vincent was good for the first few games, and he kind of shit the bed. Here's Austin Reeves' new signature shoe. From Nick DePaula. What are these? Are these like what I don't even know what the hell these are. I mean, they're not bad. They're just mid. They're just kind of mid. But I'm happy for him. He's getting his signature shoe. He's about to get paid. And he seems like a good person, so I'm not gonna hate on him. The Clippers are hoping to re-sign Russell Westbrook at a hometown discount, $3.8 million for 1 year per Eric Pincus. Russ, when he sees this, is going to be like, no, I'm not accepting that. He deserves at least $8 to $10 million. I'm not a Westbrook hater, but I'm not a big advocate for Russell Westbrook nowadays in the NBA, but he deserves more than, he absolutely deserves to be more than that. 10 to 15 per year, not 3.8. That's kind of disrespectful. Tim Hardaway Jr. says, Senior says, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Bam Adebayo, Brook Lopez, and Domantas Sabonis are all better seniors than Kate. Quote, you need to win playoff games. Cat has 0. He needs a reality check. In Minnesota, they talk too much. They need to shut up, get out there, and play basketball. That's a W in my opinion. He has all the skills and talent, but none in the heart. He's just spitting facts, and it's just obvious. Brian Windhorst on the Heat potentially landing Beal or Lillard. BSP said, quote, the Heat are in the thick of this, and I expect them to emerge from this summer having upgraded their roster in a meaningful way at the end of it. They'll upgrade their roster, I think. But I'd love to see Dame play meaningful basketball. Baseball's not the main thing in my life. It's something that I'm good at, and quote, Nikola Jokic. Damn, that's crazy. Kyrie has some level of interest in joining the Miami Heat, but the Heat would prefer to go after Lillard or Beal. Said, quote, I do think Kyrie wants to come here, but I don't think the Heat are going to be subservient to Kyrie's wishes. I find that will be much more of a long shot, end quote. Kyrie in that culture will be something to watch. It'd be something to watch. And Miles Bridges announced he'll be back soon. He's going to be back to the Hornets soon. Oh, that's crazy. The Brooklyn Nets have had a long-standing interest in John Collins. I still have some faith in John Collins, but I don't know. Imagine going from KD to John Collins. That'd be crazy. But yeah, that's all. Save your video. Until next time, have a lot. Peace.